If you're thinking about buying a stand mixer for kneading and baking and you've started comparing models, you've probably noticed something straight away. Everyone talks about watts, as if a machine with 1,800 watts were automatically better than one with 600. And here's the uncomfortable truth. That's a textbook marketing myth. What really drives a dense dough isn't the number on the box, it's the architecture of the motor, whether it's alternating current or direct current, and how it handles heat when you really push it. Cakes any machine can whip up, but low hydration bread dough at slow speed is where cheap motors choke and overheat. Today, I'm bringing you the 7 best models you can get right now across Europe, with every link down in the description. Let's dive in. We kick off with the Girmi IM46 Gastronomo, the giant of sheer volume. Its big selling point is a stainless steel bowl of 8 liters, capable of swallowing up to 3 kilos of dough. It packs a traditional motor rated at 1,400 watts nominal with peaks of 1,800, 6 speeds plus pulse, and comes with an aluminum hook and paddle plus a stainless steel whisk. Picture it. Guests over for the weekend, you drop in the dough for 2 whole festive loaves and let it prove right in the bowl without it climbing towards the motor, something a 5-liter bowl couldn't handle. It performs brilliantly with large loads and stays planted on the worktop thanks to its suction feet. That said, at full speed it kicks out a noise you'll notice in a small kitchen, and with small quantities the hook doesn't reach the bottom properly. And here's a detail you won't spot in the photos. The bowl has no handles, so tipping out 3 kilos of dough while gripping that smooth steel takes a fair bit of wrist strength. Next up, the Zakme KMA0270 is in a different technological league. While almost the entire industry inflates wattage on alternating current motors, Zakme has pulled out a copper direct current motor of 1,500 watts, technology you'd normally only find in the industrial world or in painfully expensive territory. Why does this matter so much? Because an alternating current motor loses torque at low speeds, and to compensate you crank up the speed, which heats the dough and ruins fermentation. The direct current motor delivers its maximum torque right at low revolutions, without heating up, and for the artisan baker that's the holy grail. It comes with a 7-liter bowl with twin rubber handles, 11 speeds, a touchscreen with a countdown timer of up to 60 minutes, and even a ring of LED light that lights up the inside while it works. Compared to the Girmi, which is pure noisy brute force, this one is wonderfully quiet, between 42 and 48 decibels, basically like a modern dishwasher. Let me set the scene. It's 6 in the morning, you program 15 minutes of kneading for an enriched bread, wander off to make your coffee, and the machine stops on its own without waking anyone. The one minor downside is that after a very tense kneading session, the bowl locks into its base so firmly it can be a touch awkward to twist off. Now we dial the intensity down with the Seote Semixer Merengue of 5 liters and 1,200 watts, which bets on something different: fun. It has a gorgeous retro look with 50s lines, 6 speeds, a bowl that spins orbitally on the base, and the cherry on top, a refrigerated tub for making homemade ice cream. It's ideal for the household where baking is a hobby, whipping egg whites, emulsifying sponge batters, and treating the family to artisan ice cream in summer without buying yet another gadget. Here I have to be clear. This isn't a machine for kneading bread daily, because its thermal protection cuts the motor without warning on a dense dough, and that wrecks your yeast timings. It's also loud, but for what it costs in the entry-level tier, as a hub of culinary fun, it's hard to beat. From the playful, we leap to the practical with the Briebe KM1164, designed for the person who doesn't want any hassle. It ditches the analog dials for a touchscreen LED panel, where you adjust 6 speeds plus pulse, or simply tap the icon of the attachment so the machine picks the ideal speed for you. It claims 1,300 watts continuous with peaks of 1,800, a 5-liter steel bowl, and accessories with a special coating made to survive the dishwasher. And this matters more than it seems, because on many cheap mixers, the aluminum hook oxidizes in the dishwasher, turns porous, and ends up staining all your future doughs gray. Its clever trick is the soft start. On an analog machine, switch it on at high speed by accident and you launch a cloud of flour all over the kitchen, whereas here the motor ramps up gradually. Compared to the Zakme, a serious baker's tool, the Briebe is the most plug-and-forget option of the group. Its main downside is that, despite advertising 1,800 watts of peak, continuous performance feels closer to 1,200 and the housing leans heavily on plastic. If what you want is sensible balance, the Pawa SM1503H is the dependable all-rounder. Rather than spending on screens, Pawa invests in a durable motor block, Series 8830, that sustains 1,500 watts steadily. It comes with a steel bowl of around 6 liters and a bit, 6 speeds plus pulse, and a planetary action that sweeps the walls well. What really wins you over is its splash guard with a genuinely wide feeding opening, so you can pour in whole cups of flour or a thread of oil with the machine running without making a mess. Its thermal robustness lets you chain tasks, whip a liter of cream, empty the bowl, and straight after knead a butter-rich brioche without waiting for it to cool. Its accessories are non-stick coated, so the dough slides off clean and the aluminium doesn't corrode. Compared to the 8-liter Girmi, the Pawa still intercepts small batches well, which the Giant can't. As downsides, the design is a bit bulky, and from speed 6 onwards, it makes itself heard. For the opposite extreme, finesse over force, you have the Vivohome VH291BK. Here, Vivohome rose against the wattage war. A pure copper motor of just 660 watts, offset by a gearbox of 10 speeds that gives incredibly fine control. Its territory is classic baking: cupcakes, biscuits, macarons, meringues. It's very compact and light, barely 5 kilos, so you can shift it from cupboard to table without struggling, and it throws in an egg yolk separator. Those 10 speeds let you cream butter and sugar in millimetric fractions for perfectly aerated emulsions. That fine control the legendary KitchenAid is famous for, but at a fraction of the cost. Despite being so light, the suction feet anchor it as if bolted down. Now, with 660 watts, don't expect it to wrestle a stiff pizza dough into submission. That's not its game. Also, its aluminum accessories suffer in the dishwasher, so wash them by hand, and from speed 5, the noise climbs. And we close with the heavy artillery, the Homley 1508, industrial tolerance in a domestic format. It hides a pure copper motor capable of sustaining 1,800 watts, a steel bowl of 7 liters and a bit, and to tame the vibrations of such a beast, they don't give it 4 suction feet, they give it 6. The interesting bit is its dual electronic safety, protection against overheating and overload, so if you get the hydration wrong and form a ball as hard as a rock, the machine detects the resistance spike and shuts off on its own to avoid melting the motor. Its habitat is the home microbakery or the person who batch freezes food on a massive scale. Those dense rye doughs or heavy puff pastries running for 10 or 15 minutes straight that would melt the plastic transmission of other machines. Compared to the Homley, the Vivohome is a ballet dancer and this one is a power lifter. And for that reason, it shares the downside of big formats. With such a wide bowl, whipping a single egg white or 100 milliliters of cream is mission impossible, because the whisk barely grazes the liquid. It also weighs a fair amount and needs a permanent spot. So, recapping by profile, for the lover of artisan bread and quiet operation, the Zakme is the undisputed winner thanks to its direct current motor. For mass production or batch cooking, the Homley with the Girmi is a very close alternative. For the balanced user who wants a reliable all-rounder, the Pawa is the sweet spot. For whoever adores easy automatic technology, the Briebe with its touchscreen. For someone starting out on a tight budget and focused on sweet bakes, the Vivohome. And for lovers of sweets and family fun in summer, the Seote. You'll find all the links in the description, and if this video has cleared things up, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.